Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another episode. This is episode 4, I believe, of Timelocke, and right now we are just waiting for the night to kind of wane. I went up there and looked. A creeper almost jumped at me through the one block hole, so I said, you know what? I'm done waiting. Let's just do a little bit of mining and get ready for the day because I haven't played in a couple days. Luckily, I bulk recorded a couple videos, but yeah, no, I haven't played any in about 2 or 3 days. So we gotta get some more progress done on it as the week is upon us. Today's episode, if it comes out on Monday, like as I'm recording it, then I should have nothing to worry about. Then hopefully tomorrow I can bulk make some videos for the week and have everything I need so that when we update to the alpha 1.2, I'm ready to go and we can get some stuff done with it. One of the big things I want to do today is once it's day, I kind of want to go out there and torch up a lot of the area so that at night we can be outside a little bit more. That's one thing. It's super dark out there. So I'm not able to go out and explore and do lots of stuff like that. And when I was looking out there for like the first, I want to say 3 or so minutes of the night, it wasn't even that dark out. I mean, it's pitch dark out. There's no mobs, I should say, because I went around and lit up the outside of the house. But given a little bit more time, so creepers spawn. They got a little closer, and that just makes us waste a lot of time. So I can't be doing as much stuff as I would want to actually be doing for this. So, yeah, that's my plan. Hopefully, another couple minutes and we will be able to do that. I'm recording this one yet again as I'm on lunch, so I only got about half an hour. Oh, look, we got a cave. Cave alert. Cave alert. See where this is getting us. But yeah, I only got about half an hour to record and then eat something, so we will hopefully be done with this shortly. And there is some more coal. Can't go wrong with that. I don't know if mobs can spawn down in caves. 'Cause I've yet to run into one, but also I only mine at night, so that could also be it. If they don't spawn in caves, this is a great addition they should have never gotten rid of, but that's something we will figure out. Well, the good thing is now, the next night, I can spend some time mining again, as we are going to need some more coal and some resources, so I am not mad about this cave find at all. This is a great thing, and we got a little bit of iron back here. So, wonderful and great start to this. So, on the docket for talking for today wise. First off, I posted my first short yesterday. It ended up getting about 1,000 views, so that's kind of funny. It was if you didn't see last episode, I went and made a flint and steel because I wanted to test the old fire spread. And as I was talking about how amazing it was, in the middle of my sentence, it spread over and caught another tree on fire. So I clipped that moment, and I thought it was kind of funny. So that is where that little clip came from, and I was like, yeah, that's a fun little one. And then it got 1,000 views. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I was happy with it. Oh, where do I get back up at? I don't remember where we came. That's because we didn't come from here. That's why. There we go. Oh gosh, falling apart to start today. But great start is now we got multiple sides of the mine going down. This one obviously goes a little bit farther than this one, but now we got a fun cave to explore down there. It should be morning at this point. I want to go torch up and I want to get this house sorted. There was... Okay, we got a couple. Uh-oh. Maybe we just keep going. Uh-oh. Okay, we're dead. There's no way we can take both of these on. Yep. I can't hit this. Oh, whoa. We clutched it. We clutched it somehow. I don't know. I suck with this combat now. I don't know what it is, but the hitboxes on those spiders are so finicky, and I really struggle to hit them. I don't exactly know what it is. Maybe I just need to practice more with the old combat a little bit. But oh, we got another. You want the smoke? You want the smoke? You want it? You want it? There we go. See? He wasn't ready for the smoke. That's all I gotta say. So last time, if you didn't see what we did, this is gonna be our little mine. This is what I started The thing I'm now debating is how if I connect it to the house or if I just leave it. That's the that's what I don't know what I want to do exactly with it because then I would throw off the like cobblestone illusion because I think right here is where it is. Because if I make a hole, oh, and we're one up too. I forgot about that. Okay, that also will play into this because we are one up from it because I wanted the house up and raised. Okay, so maybe what we do is it can connect through the basement. Like we will have like a door right here and it leads into the basement because right here's this level. If we drop down 3, right here would be the basement. Once we get there. Yeah. Okay. So we'll put a hole in that. That will be the connecting area from the basement so that I can get in here at night and go mining. Then we got to figure out what we're going to do in here. Idea, I think we're going to put stairs like on the edge right here and it can go up into a second story. Let me just plan this. Then what we can do, I guess we could have it like a double staircase actually, where both sides will staircase up and then it will lead to some more, which I do like. I have a slightly more open concept in here. Then I guess we'll get to the next part when we get there, but that works for that for the moment. So the next thing I want to do, I want to tackle placing some torches everywhere. We just went and got a lot more coal, so that'll make this slate thing easier. And then as we do the coal, I got a fun story from over the weekend. I figured I would tell as I really struggled to do something that I typically do pretty well. So I'll get into that. So I'm a bit of a runner on the side. I ran cross country in high school and I also did track. So I was a big fan of just running and stuff. And then recently, about a month or so ago, some friends from work were like, you know what? Why don't you come do this 5K with us? And I was like, okay. I haven't ran a 5K in about 3 years. I think it'd be fun. Good idea. And so they were pushing me for a while, and then I finally decided to go do it. And so I went for a couple weeks. Things were going well, and then coming up to this weekend, I went to go do it, and the day didn't start off well. It was really cold. It was 33 degrees outside of Fahrenheit for Celsius. I don't know. It was just cold. It was frost, so my car was completely iced in the morning, and I was looking for some stuff to wear, and I couldn't find an undershirt to wear for it. So I had to run in short sleeve, and luckily I did find what I needed for my pants. So I only had short sleeve, but then I had something against the wind for my legs. But then my big issue with it was I left like 10 minutes late. I couldn't find my undershirt. I was about 10 minutes late. I'm like, crap, this is not the day. Luckily, I got through traffic. I got like one red light. Everything went really well. I get there in time. They talked. It was like a Halloween one, is what they did. So some people dressed up and stuff like that for it. So we get ready to go up to the starting line, and I wore some sweats over top of my shorts and my leggings, I guess you could call them for it, just because I wanted to be extra warm and ready to go for it. And then as I was taking off my sweats, they started the race. And so there's probably like 50 something people here. And I am like, wait a second, why did the race just start? And I'm like kind of panicking. I'm like, I was not ready for this. So as I'm taking my sweats off, both of my shoes get stuck in the sweats. And I'm like, come on. And so this older lady looked over at me and she was like, I'll get it for you. I'm like, I can't, my shoes are stuck in them. So then I had to spend time getting my shoes out and then I finally got to start the race. So I probably got like a 20-second disadvantage on the race. So then the race started, and I was like, crap. And so I went out probably a 5:20 mile pace, what it was. I went out pretty quick, and I was like, oh, I gotta hurry up. So then I had to weave through tons of people and all kinds of things. And I was like, this is not going well. I mean, my, I was, just spiked I don't even know what to call it. My adrenaline was, we could say for it, and I was ready to go. I was not feeling well about the race beforehand, and then this didn't help at all for it. So then after It got my adrenaline all spiked. I was going, and then so basically it's on this like old railroad track, which they converted to a bike trail about 30 years ago is what we run it on. So you go 5K, if you don't know, is 3.1 miles. So you run 1.55 out, and then we flip around, and it's like a really tight turn. As I go to take this turn, I trip and fall, and I barely catch myself, and I lose my earbud out my ear. And this lady who's watching is like, "Oh no!" I'm like, "I'm okay." And so everything was against me. I started the race 20 seconds late. I tripped, and after at the end of this, there was this lady running with her dog, and she was the only one ahead of me. And I was like, I watched her ahead of me the entire race. I couldn't tell if she was a runner at first or if she was just, just running her dog on the side. But she was. She turned around when I did. So I'm like, okay, crap. I can't let this girl beat me. So right at the end, I speed up a little sooner than I wanted to, and like I had a feeling this dog was gonna bite me as well. That doesn't help with it. I don't know why, but I didn't like this dog. It was really sketchy. Like it got up close to me a couple times, and I'm like, please don't bite me. I've had a bad enough day. Knowing my luck, I would have got bit. But I sped up. Got out a little too quick than I wanted to, and then I saw the dog catch up to me, and then I ended up seeing the finish line. So then I got the sprint, and I barely beat that dog by about 3 seconds. I ran for my life there right at the end, and I got across the finish line, and I was like, this was so stupid. I had my freaking energy spiked. I had a very messy race, and after all of that, I still ended up winning the race and getting first and beating that lady by 3 seconds. And then we stayed over for about an hour or so afterwards, and then I got to go see my time, and it was exactly 20 seconds short. I was 20 seconds off from my hand time on my phone that I run with, and I was like, "Come on, this could not have went any worse than the way it did." So I thought it was I thought it was really funny how chaotic of a race I ended up having for, and at the end of the day, I ended up still getting first and having a good time. I didn't PR from the last one, which is PR's your personal record, so it'll be your quickest race you've done. And there, that was the fourth one I did, and that was the first time I didn't. I was off by probably like 20-ish seconds from getting a quicker time. So hopefully next weekend I will be able to do a little better than that. But that was definitely it was definitely a funny experience, and I was thinking about it at work yesterday, and I was like, I figured I might as well tell this little story on the pod because one of the things I was big about is having stories and also having this be a time capsule, as I have worded it multiple times at this point. If you guys are not aware, to memorize little fun things that have happened in my life or stuff like that I can look back on. Because at the end of the day, I am just playing Minecraft, but I also want to remember some type of things. So that's so yeah. I figured I would tell that little story. I guess we're gonna have to go mining again because night kind of flipped around really quick. I'm gonna probably this will be another shorter episode. I'm gonna assume because it's getting a little bit later for me. It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon as I am recording this, so that's a little insight into the strange times I end up having to record these. Oh, I already had wood. I don't know why I did that. But anyway, we just tore through our coal when I went out there and just placed 2 stacks of torches. So now we gotta go recoup our losses. Oh, just fell down that hole. Gosh. It is not going to plan at all. So I guess talk about some other things related to YouTube. We hit a 10 subscribers, so we doubled from the last point. So if you're watching, thank you. I thank you somehow for sticking along. It's just kind of became the thing I say at this point to everybody. So super cool seeing that and seeing it slowly grow as I'm just playing Minecraft and just randomly talking about stupid stuff. Like today, I talked about how I forgot how to run a 5K and had some very bad luck with it. And who knows, tomorrow I may have something else really random to talk about. So it's really going to be a day by day basis because I still don't have like a theme or overall way I want to structure these episodes, which I think is also a really cool part of this. It's like I have the freedom to just try lots of things. Like, let's say the story doesn't do well. It's like, okay, fine. I won't tell any more personal stories or any funny things that happened to me. I'll save it towards Minecraft and childhood and stuff I looked up to and little things like that. Because one of the next episodes I want to do is I want to talk about the YouTubers who inspired this series. Because I was thinking about it and I was like, okay, who are the people that shaped me for this? And well, the people that did shape me for this was I have four different YouTube channels who are going to be my biggest influences and that you will see the most throughout all of this. Funny enough, I was thinking, and all four of them somehow connect to the first, but it's really two branches off of each other. That these oh, it's gold. Sorry, I just got distracted. But that's the first time I have actually like found another ore, but we can't mine that yet. That's cool. I was starting to forget there's even ores in this game because all I've done is mine coal and iron. That's where I've left this at. I want to see what's around here. It's really cool seeing this old lava texture because I did miss it. It's been a long time. Well, I'm gonna stay back from that. But yeah, so basically the YouTubers who inspired me, it is they four of them, but two and two they all split off of. Like I wouldn't have found the one if it wasn't for the other. So I think that would be a really fun thing to talk about. Talk about in the next episode and be like, okay, so these are the people that inspired me to do what I do. These are my inspirations, and I want because it's cool because I wonder if there's other people who are in the similar boat as me or who are at the point now where they're watching these people or people similar to them where it's like, okay, these are my inspirations. Here's how I got here. I want to see who you guys are inspired by and how you got here. And also, it could be really cool to show off tons of YouTubers that I used to watch years ago, which I've been forgotten, or underrated ones I see nowadays and stuff like that. So I think it's a good chance to just share and describe and release tons of cool things. I guess half of those verbs didn't really make sense in that context, but oh well. We got time to waste. I got a few more minutes on this episode before we end it. Okay, now we gotta be careful. We are being very, very dangerous. You know, we got some huge caves down here. That diamond? I swear it's all blue. We're at to actually make an iron pickaxe because we're gonna actually be able to use it. This is exciting. Okay, there's probably yep. I knew it. I knew it. I'm good at this game. See, you can't stop me. Can't stop me, game. Oh my. Yeah, there's tons of lava. We are definitely getting really low in this one. So we definitely are gonna have a caving episode soon. Problem is, I want to get some house progress. Like I said last time, my goal, I kind of want to move into the house by 1.2, so then that we can go to the Nether and we can do a couple cool things and have, somewhat of a base figured out for the series. Because right now, I mean, like, we're in the very early stages. The nice thing about this is I am in no rush because I got a couple years to play this before we even get a bed. So that I think that's also the crazy thing is the fact I know that I gotta not sleep at night for a very long time. It makes this series just unique and different because it has an end. It has a finite end, but realistically, it doesn't. Because let's just say for a fact, this is 15 years. I release one episode every day for 15 years. That is, we'll do some quick back of the napkin math. That's 45. That's 4,500 episodes. Probably plus another three or so thousand because I only added 300, and you got to add the 64 in. That's probably close to 6,000 episodes of this series that there would be. That is that's just insane. That's a lot of episodes and videos to make. And if let's say you make that many of them, you can have just very minimal progress in each of them, and it won't be that big of a deal. I went the wrong way again. You can have very minimal progress in them. You don't have to worry about, getting tons done. This isn't a what's his name? It's like Brock something or Rock or something. He makes like crazy episodes where he does so much progress in one episode where he'll do like 3 months of work, put it into like a 20-minute episode, and they're really cool to watch. But the problem is, in retrospect, you're not gonna be able to do that. Like, if I did that, if I spent a month on an episode, I'd be like, okay, guys, or anyway, this was beta 1.1, and then I'll be like, okay, so now we're in version 1.0, and you're like, wait a second, where'd all this time go? It's like, oh, sorry, I was working on a big project, and it's like that completely takes the charm away from this. Like, I could spend a full day making an episode, and it would be more entertaining, probably, and also have a lot more progress. But then you wouldn't see the Naviance, you wouldn't see the little things and the stuff that I have went through to get to this point. And as you see, I was started wandering again, which I am very prone to do when I just play Minecraft. So that's one thing I definitely want to work on is the fact that I just like running around in circles. I'm like, okay, let's do this, and then I start talking or I start looking at my build, and I just don't get a lot done. I just start thinking on the build and stuff like that. But as we're talking, I guess I could clear out these chests a little bit, and I'll move all of the dirt and cobble, which we are collecting boatloads of at this point, over here, and then leave everything else in the other chest to at least pseudo make our organization a lot better for here. You can probably hear my clicking, and that's one thing that I did realize going back is that my mouse. I've had this mouse for probably 7 years, 7 or 8 years, and I got it with my first crappy laptop. And for some reason, I just love the feel of this mouse. It doesn't work half the time. The batteries die all the time in it. They randomly turn off. I have to flip it back on. That's a huge pain. But for some reason, it's just comfortable to me, and so out of all my computers, it has somehow just moved up with me every single time. So I think it's really funny how I have this whole janky setup, and then this really crappy mouse from 7 years ago, which is just still sticking around and living with me. But I think that's kind of funny. So I think I'm gonna run up here, and I think we're gonna end it up in the shack as we do. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was definitely more filler than anything, which is really bad because the last episode was also filler, but I had a fun story to tell. So I don't regret it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Next episode, we will be working on the base. I spent probably 5 to 10 minutes planting torches out there. So next time we should be good, as I don't think we'll have. Oh, it's day now. Look at that. We talked so long that the next day ended up looping around, and it's just rising. So when I take the next episode on, we're gonna immediately get to work. As you see, tons of torches everywhere now for spawning. So yeah, next episode we're gonna get right away working on the roof to the downstairs area, and then we can start moving in hopefully. So that's all for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Crap, I missed the button.